All right. Great. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Satisfactory. I am the floor. Let us keep going. So I did the math yesterday. Somewhat. I got my stickers here. I got my notes here. All right. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna dismantle. Make a system that's going to work for a little bit of future proofing. Did I need to do that? I don't think I did. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. We look like just gonna redo this back here. I mean, it works, but at the same time, I don't really like the look of it. This one has to be like that. Okay. That one stays there, right? That lined up? That looks lined up. Two, 3, 4, 5. I don't think we do that one. Say we're gonna keep it, then we get to it. Whatever. So that goes there, there, right? Nothing's gonna change about that. There we go. That's all set. Okay. There we go. Alright, so that's set. We might move this. Okay, we're definitely good. That's fine. Is that where it's supposed to be? Okay. If that works. That works. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Greetings, salutations, Mad Wolfie. Greetings, salutations, Rare Vampiros. Welcome to the stream. Hope you two are having a beautiful day today. It's like 75 degrees in Seattle. Okay. So that is that, right? And then... yeah. So you gotta get a merger here. Put that right there. Is that good? That's good. Rotate it. That's good. Okay. Okay. And then we get one of these. Okay. Pour that in. Probably a bad idea. Probably need that. Okay. And then we repeat. You know what? I was thinking this earlier. We don't really need this to be working that way. Because we're gonna basically be doing this. Follows the same pattern. Alright. Alright, so that is set. And then... okay. That was all set. We got the basics. Now we need to get to the other thing. Which is that button? That button. We need one more space. Okay. Just leave it there for a moment. You are gonna make... wait, right? Okay, we're getting 60 in there. So we can split it in between two. That's easy. And then... 60 will be coming out of here. Yeah. So we definitely need to be making Mark II right here. Wait. You're producing 45. We got 90, right? We got 90. So you will split and come over here, merge over here, and then you'll split and go to two of these. Okay. You will split and go to two of these. We can put that in between here. The idea was put it right there, right? Let's say yeah. Why are you so off? Why are you off the grid? Something like that, right? And start with spaghetti. You. Okay. You making reinforced plate. Okay. We need a new merger. Do that. And upgrade that belt. And we need a splitter here. H that. And then... oh, there goes one of my... ah! But, okay. We don't have any jetpacks or anything right now. We simply have foot travel. I have to check that in a second. Okay. Alright, bring it back. Alright, that doesn't need to travel any faster than that. So, we'll get that going in there. Okay. So that doesn't have power. Doesn't matter yet. Okay. So we need rotors. This doesn't need rods, it needs screws, doesn't it? This whole process here. Doesn't need to happen right now, right? Okay, so we need to make about 100 and something number. Yep. You make screws. You need 10 screws. You need 30 screws to make 120, right? 30 screws. So I take 2 lines to make 3 screws, right? Yeah. And then... yeah. And then 8. You make a rotor. You need... you're gonna make 1 rotor. You need 100 screws. We're gonna make 2 makes 3, 2 makes 3. Okay. Here is it. Leave you alone. Just... right now, this is what we're at. 2 makes 3, 2 makes 3, right? You also need iron rods. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're gonna move this. We're gonna put the merger here. Alright, double check. So, 30 makes 120. Two of these requires 120. Gotcha. So after that, we have rotor. We need 100 screws, which we handle by 3. 1, 2, 3, right? So 1, 2, 30. 1, 2, 30. 1, 2. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Okay, and then that. Okay. Merge 2, make 3. Okay, for a merger, we need a splitter. stay right there for a moment. And then we need you. Alright. You're all gonna make screws. Keep some cable. Okay. Cable's easy to make. Got plenty of it stored up. How's the power situation? Now let's turn this all into cable. Grab another spool of wire. Okay. You make me want to play this game. I guess that it. Oh. Okay. Other than this is backwards. Okay. Alright, let's start here. And make a little production line. You are gonna smelt. Make copper ingot, right? Alright, for copper ingots, we're gonna make wire. And then we're gonna store wire. Okay. And then we're just gonna make some wire here. We don't need copper sheet yet. Copper sheet is when we maybe start making the other thing, pipe. So it's better to just have that on wire. Okay. Back to this point. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay. Take that. Now put that in there, right? Good. Then we just need to repeat this process over here. Goes that way. So now we have a merger. Now we need a splitter. Maybe kind of put it in the middle here. That looks about alright. Yeah, okay. Right. So now we're making all our screws. We have that. Okay. You are going there. 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 And then we're gonna put that there. That there. Now they're making. They're working. And what is the power situation? That is the problem. 158? Okay. Nothing there. Pulling back up there. We got 118 there. Might need to deforce something soon. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Support. Need to merge, right? Right. Okay. The merge. Now we need to make the other thing. You're gonna need one space there, so, and this thing requires a double space. That there. And then 8. We're deciding here. This will be our line. That was gonna be our line? Right? Yeah. So, take that there. Missing plate. Okay. Well, let's get to the next part of this. Merge. Got all the space to mess around with. Let's put that there. The next one. I want to put 3 in this area. I'll put 1 there. Next one here. Third one there. That means we got room for... That's the edge. Let's say that's the edge. Kind of want to put this here. No. Okay. That's gonna need to be a Mark II belt because that. Okay. Oh. Stop thinking about it. Okay. Not thought skipping it, we're just thought skipping it at that point. Right. Now remember a very important point that I was going to make. I think. This isn't going to do anything for the moment. But it does give me the visualization. What we're trying to do. Let's do Mark 2. Okay. So this is going to get that. And then we're going to need probably more space. Okay, I'm going to split it here, and I'm going to split it here. I'm going to want you to actually be there. So we're putting the first thing there, right? What am I out of? Plate. Okay. You know this thing's gonna be at least that big, right? If I skip a space, do that. Then skip a space, do that, right? No, it's not that. They are not that big. We're already skipping a space, aren't we? Okay. So I need to make 3 of these, right? I need one more rotor. I don't know where I stuck the other rotor. A bunch more iron. Okay. I need 24 plate. Okay. $24 plate. Put up. Okay. Make me some cable. Need about 30. Okay, good. Well, now that I think about it. Give me. You're making rods. I don't have to worry about that. You're making screws. Take all those screws. With all those screws. Okay, we're done there. We don't have to make screws. We've automated them. There we go. Move ourselves over here. Alright. We need 24 plate. That is a bunch of things. Oh, yeah, I can make notes, but if I make notes off screen, I can only use my off-screen notes. Also, this is, a very short trip over here to do something. Not a long consideration. Okay, 24 is what we need. We got 30, got that. Be right back. little sister with Down syndrome. Gotta pay attention to her if you need something. Okay, back to building. Alright, so we're gonna put that there, right? You're going basically there. Lift that up. And then you are making rotor? I forgot to make a rotor, didn't I? Hey. There one? Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah, missed the rotor. More bouncy. I know it's eventual, you know, upgrade. We need one rotor. Okay. I don't like the look of that. Okay, you're going there. You need to be fast enough. Missing 2 plates. Ah, that's what happened to that. Additional plate that we made. I'm missing cable. Alright, you're next. You're next to be automated. We gotta worry about that. So, clear this forest over here, build that thing up, and make some cables for our next conflict. Okay. What am I doing? Ah, power node. Yep. So, we need you, splitter, splitter guy. Now, like, what's that? And then basically it's gonna be I can just put it here, can't I? Missing plate, okay. Did I ever set these up? You're not making murder your system. Huh? Okay. That is set, right? Then they both go no bid. Zero. And then 4. And then merge. You don't move fast enough, I have to worry about that. that. Surface uneven. Each. Perfect. Okay. Now we have smart plating into a bin. Good. And then you basically go into a bin. I want you to match up with that, or be right there. I think I want you to be right there. So you go into a bin. Got 4 plating. We do need to improve the throughput of this immediately. And we need to improve throughput of that. Throughput of missing 7 plates. Okay. That doesn't matter right now. You need 20 rods. Ah, I remember something I was about. I need to do over there with the plating. Or the plate, yeah. I'm gonna put 4 like that. Where do I want this to go? I don't want it to go like right there and do that. Now looks smooth. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I guess for the moment. Yeah, no, it's gotta be in the that'll make sense eventually. For now, that's how we want it. That's working, that's working, that's working. You don't have any fuel. That doesn't have any fuel. We're about to go to a shutdown. I'd rather cause it than not. What is our... We're at 203? Okay. Doesn't matter what we do over there, we need to, we need fuel. I'm surprised it didn't immediately break me after I did that. Greatest salutations, Hayden Walking. Got into Satisfactory. Trying to make everything look spaghetti has not been easy. You ever read YouTube chat? Yeah. It might take a little bit of time to read it, but you know. Focus on the objective, and then when I have time, you know, focus on the next stuff. Nice if you read it. Today I'm just chilling, like I said. I do focus. Half is I focus on the game, and then half is the game. The chat is behind the screen. So I have to like, okay, I'm done looking at the game. Tilt my head, look at the chat. Okay, so back to this. That's my second run of Satisfactory. So I know my game loop. The one thing I'm having a little bit trouble understanding about this game is why do people make fake factories? And it's like, I can understand you wanting, you know, a good looking factory. But what's the purpose of the factory? You know? I might want to leave this one over because I might need to cover. I'm going to cover that. Also, thank you, Rare Vamp Rose, keeping him entertained, I guess, or informed. One that did. You're not plugged in. Oh. Actually, just keep that up. Okay. Wherever that is. Okay. We need to cut this right here. No, not that one. Yes, that one? This one. And I will focus everything here. Okay. Sort. I'll sort in there. Okay. Right, I'm missing plate. So I need at least 13 plate. Yeah, 54 plate. Yeah, we're gonna move this over a little bit. Tidy that up. It kind of looks a little bit bad. What up? Alright, getting your leaves with the number. Alright, that's perfect. You produce that 300. Produce at 60. Okay. Do 60, you do 60. This is still a backup. Okay. 1, 2. Alright, we need more. There. There. And then split here. How do we do it? Are we hooked up power? There we go. All right. Now we're gonna have plenty of power for a bit. So clear that up. Okay. Whatever this thing's gonna be. I don't think I'm gonna move that one. Okay. Yeah, we're not gonna move that one. Up there. Okay. I think I can do... There we go. Okay. No longer fits the pattern. Problem. That bothers me enough that I'm actually going to get that. Doesn't fit the pattern. I'm going to redo it. That doesn't get redid. Okay. Alright, there to there. Got it. Could we put it in here? Yeah, I like that a lot better. I think this looks kind of stupid. Okay, so that's that. That connects to that. Perfect. Okay, and then you need to be Mark II belt. Better looks like that. How much power are we producing? We are producing 270. Reconnect this line. Max consumption is 177. That's probably why the discrepancy is. Yeah, 207. Okay. Right. And okay, now we have that, and that. Alright, we got that step done. Do a little bit more deforestation over here. I'll leave that one. I don't know if we're getting active left. A very lonely tree. Okay. Interesting to see a second or two behind Twitch. Brazil, Philippines, Hawaii? Back there too. Okay. Wood in there. Grass in there. Other grass in there. Okay. That part is done, right? Take 30. Take 30. All right. Let's see what we're building here. Alright, good. I want it looking like that, or I want it looking like that. That looks horrible. Okay. I'm gonna need one of these. Need one of those. There you go. Alright, put that there. That's gonna be... okay. Oh, we're out of concrete. Producing at 6. The fact that this really hasn't stopped is kind of impressive. Okay, so we are gonna have 2 of these, right? Here. Oh, right there, right? No. Gonna have it come in from that direction. Okay, copper ore, good. Missing cable. Okay. There we go. Okay. That's gonna work. Alright, so that goes there. Wire. Oh, okay. Put that there, right? And then what else are we gonna move? Missing plate. Feels good to just go and get it. We haven't got to the point where we get depots yet. Or dimensional depots. We don't need to store ingots. There you go. Made, you get stored. Now if we made the other thing. Deep, right? One of those makes 3 of them, okay. missing cable. Like, this is awfully close to that, and I realize that's not actually where it is. Let's just get rid of that one. Because you're going to make cable. And you are going to support the box. Take 60, you make 60. Is there anything real reason to make 8 right now? That's probably that, right? We okay. Ah, I see what happened. Alright. Give me a second. My shortcuts are all... That's the wrong button. Messed up. Okay. Let me just restart the game. That's the second time I've noticed that happen in this game. Or since the patch. Sometimes the shortcuts just stop working. I guess that's an issue right now. I don't know how I fixed it last time. I just like pushed a bunch of buttons and it eventually figured itself out. Okay. There you go. We're back. Like, you should have showed me that. I'm missing cable. I'm fine with missing cable. Then I can go here and make some more cable. And then we can shut this down. Actually, we're not going to shut this down now. What's that? A lot of copper to get through. Okay. So I'll get through that. I'm not gonna worry about it. Add that to that. Or want that. Push that there. You're gonna make sheet. You're gonna make more wire. Wire's gonna be too much in there. Yeah, I don't know if I need to make more wire. There we go. Alright, now we have cable. We made it. We put that to power? Yeah. There we go. That's working, that's working, that's working. All the cables here. Get in there. 30, 30, 60. You need to be a little faster. Alright. We have fully automated everything in the area. Now we need to build the jump pad, even though we don't really ever going to use this. We need the landing pad eventually, I think. Anyways, we need some plate. Need some rotors. Got them. Okay. How much have we made? 50? Okay. We don't have any wire. Alright. Get the jump pad. I think overall the space elevator just needs some basic items.
Milestone reached. The Fix-It jump pad combines high technology and innovation for optimized factory traversal and an ideal travel experience. Clarification. Ideal travel experience not guaranteed, individual results may vary. Pioneers are responsible for all workplace accidents resulting from jump pad usage.
Alright, so we're missing 1100 wire and 200. We basically have that already made. You need to see the dimensions here. Alright, we can put it about here at the minimum. So start it here. Okay. So for this, we're here. There we go. I don't need to do anything there, I just need them there. Okay. We're out of fuel. Ah, you got a Mercer Spear up there. We're out of fuel. Grab like 10. Okay. You got 160 in there, that's fine. Let's fill out some now. Ran past the push, I don't know where it was. What's that one? Oh. Go back when we're down to 0. Fuel again. Still can be soon. Oh, we hit 0. What? Port, place. There you go. Okay, everything's going. How much do you require? 4 per minute? It's technically fast enough. Requires 4, right? 4 minutes for 12 minutes. Eradicated. Also forgot the we were building a space elevator. Oh, I needed to deal with that first. Power. Power is important. Space elevator doesn't need power. Also need a bunch more concrete. Alright, we have all the parts for the space elevator. We need to get this thing set up, though. We're not getting it set up, but we're getting it set up. Is this? Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna take a splitter. Splitter comes over here. Goes like this, right? Easiest way to come out with it, right? Alright. That goes in there, that goes in there, and then this thing goes there. Okay. You have quite the setup, yeah. It's a power setup. The maximum we can really get set up here, or the maximum we need for this. The next thing next power situation is coal, and we're gonna have to figure out that eventually. Okay. So we're done that, right? We need the space elevator, right? H right there. Push one up. Good. I'm liking where the console ends up being. We can move it a little bit this way. Say that far. Yeah. Move it. Oh, yeah. There we go. We don't really need anything on that end. Then we have that thing. And it's dropping the claw now. A hook. Dropping a hook, and then our claws are going to catch it. Need 50 smart plating. And we need that smart plating. We need 4 rotors. Okay.
Project assembly initialized. Congratulations, Pioneer. The space elevator will now automatically connect with the Project Assembly orbital platform. Project assembly is divided into phases, each of which require the delivery of project parts, such as smart plating, via the space elevator. Subsequent phases unlock access to new tiers with more advanced technologies to construct, automate, explore, and exploit. It is time to be honest. This project is part of the Save the Day program, the largest united undertaking in human history, destined to save us all. Earth is in peril, and only Fix-It pioneers offer hope for survival. Fix-It is counting on you. Humanity is counting on you. Do not let Fix-It down.
Okay. So we need 50, right? We're not going to overproduce. No waste. Smart plating. Let me get power to this. Uh, 50 means we need 100 of each. Okay. Do we even need these? I take 100. Put 100 in there. Oh, look at that. It works. Okay. And then we need another 100 plating. Oh, 100 plating. Oh. Now it's making. I can make that faster, but we don't need to. Okay. Alright. So that is that, and we're done with that. Alright, now we work on the MAM. Need wire. Okay. Alien, hold on. Take that. Store it up for now. Okay. Mycelia, start reaching.
The mycelial networks of these fungi possess unusually resilient hyphae, which show potential for making a strong but lightweight natural fabric. Additionally, it has similar medicinal and pest control applications to mycelia on Earth.
Slowly getting your videos named and something. You're doing all the editing, or the YouTube part of the editing. They're getting a video editor, but you don't have. Yeah, could be a problem, I guess. Yeah. Let's get. Okay. Need biomass for that. Need a novelist for that. We need whatever that is. Is that a motor? Stator. Stator. Okay. Start researching that.
This fruit, dubbed the beryl nut after its distinctive color, is compatible with the human digestive system and has been added to the object scanner. Further research is available. The remains researched belong to an organism that tends to nest near objects emitting specific types of resonance. Spitters are called as such due to their ability to create and spit plasma across long distances. Spitter remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving pioneer safety during exploration.
Need biomass.
The remains researched belong to an organism now dubbed the fluffy-tailed hog. It has many characteristics that would likely classify it among the Suidae family were it native to Earth. Hog remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving pioneer safety during exploration.
I see that. Ah, there it is. Can this kill it?
Samples of unknown alien species acquired. It is unclear where on the flora or fauna spectrum it lies, but initial data suggests this might be a nest or an egg. Research the remains in the MAM to establish classification and potential countermeasures.
Can't go that way.
The astrobiologist Dr. D.M. Mercer was the first to recognize the presence and probable nature of these alien artifacts. These chain-melted state spheres are named in his honor. Each sphere emits a unique signal. Research it in the MAM to establish locally appropriate classification and application.
Can I not get you? Doesn't matter much, but enough for me to actually try to do something. Right, back to the mail. Oh. Biomass. We're not turning mycena into biomass. That much is sure. Okay. Wood into biomass. Research that.
Research completed. Fabric recipe unlocked. New mycelia research available.
Need fabric.
Mercer sphere analysis completed. Established local planetary signature of massage 2, AB, B, in the local Mercer sphere signals, allowing them to be tracked by the object scanner. Mercer spheres can also transmit data between specific.
Witness our scripture, witness our windows. Have you come to defile our shrine? Sing us a song.
Arguing the existence of intelligent alien life. While Fixit has figured out the method, all of the original data is still untranslatable. The remains researched belong to a plant-like organism hosting the larva of the flying crab, the most mature of which hatch when threatened. Hatcher remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving pioneer safety during exploration.
We're gonna have to go find Sam. Hopefully that's all the biomass we need. What's that? Some biomass. We're about halfway done with that. Okay. Forgot what I was doing with this. Okay. Okay. Uh, Sam research. Need a stinger. Need biomass. Not what I want. Alright, all this is pretty much going to be here. We don't have to worry about it. We need sand and we need sloops. Sand, sloops, pale berry, bacon. That's not gonna matter. We need a parachute now, though. Okay. So we're gonna go exploring. We are gonna need a little bit of foundation. Not that. Some ramps. Put that ramp there. Let's start with that one. Probably not gonna need walls. Don't care about that. That thing's probably gonna be important. Don't need to move things around. We're not gonna worry about power for the moment. Definitely not there. Mam's important, the crouching bench is important, that's important. Technically that's important. Okay. We'll organize that as we get there. How do you make fabric? Fabric requires biomass. Got rid of all our biomass that we got. You know what? This would probably be a better idea if we actually made this proper. That. Yeah. Serves me a lot better. I can get some biomass. Fortunately, we haven't had needed to go anywhere else besides. And that made things sound a little bit odd. I don't know why. Biomass sleep. Let's go. Biomass wood. Let's go. What do we need? We need 60? What can we make? Less than 60. Okay, we'll just turn it all into that. Okay, so problems are biomass.
Parachute unlocked. Fixit appreciates your willingness to descend rapidly to perform your duties, but damaging Fixit property is a breach of contract and will have unpleasant consequences. Improve descent efficiency by combining the forces of gravity and drag with a parachute.
How do you end up in Oh, Xenozapper. Oh. That one. Apparently we need a Xenozapper. That was the other thing. What? Did I make an object scanner that? No. Okay, we're going to eventually need it. The other thing that we don't need. Actually, probably should keep that. Yeah. Keep my senior on. Okay, you can find merchant spears and barrel nuts. Very unuseful. Oh. We are exploring, so we gotta change creature hostility to normal. Yeah, that's my only rule. If we're building, we have them at passive. If we are exploring, we have them at normal. Biomass matter right now. Can't deal with that yet. Gonna try to attack me. Looking for anything up here. So, maybe let's find some more barrel nut. Somewhere where we don't want to be. I kind of want to get there though. This might be a suicide.
This semi-slug species seems to persist entirely through absorbing and storing energy. This could provide new methods for improving fixit production line efficiency. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application. Okay. Thought I applied it. Hmm.
see something important? We haven't found the spitter. We haven't found sand or swoop.
This semi-slug, now dubbed Power Slug, is early in its life cycle and has retained only part of its potential energy storage capacity, giving it its blue color. Power slugs are capable of extracting latent energy from their surroundings, including through a form of photosynthesis, and preserve it in their porous semi-crystalline shell over their lifetime. This explains why they rarely move after having found a suitable location.
There you are. Run. That's a big one. Megawatts. Crazy. Okay. That's sulfur or... Okay. So we need... I wish this was an easier thing to do. Crash. Okay. Oh, we're ready for the next stage. Okay. Let's not do what we're gonna do in the air. While that's below us. I like all the green. A lot better. Got a little bit of red over there. That's intentional. We got a little bit of yellow there. That's intentional. Oh, I misread this. Okay. It's 1 and 1, not... Okay. I doing? Right, we're gonna launch it.
Welcome to the Project Assembly Pioneer Progress presentation. Congratulations, the Phase 1 project part shipment is now ready for delivery. On delivery, Phase 1 will be completed and the distribution platform will be constructed. After completion of Phase 1, the technologies of Tiers 3 and 4 will become available in the hub. Highlights are automated power, steel production, personnel transportation, and many more. Completing Phase 2 of project assembly is your next main objective. New project parts will need to be produced and delivered to the space elevator as you have done previously. Continue to construct, automate, explore and exploit for a better Fix-It future. Phase 1 of project assembly completed. This is only the beginning of project assembly, the first step towards saving the day. You have performed adequately so far. Reminder: not only is Fix-It saving humanity, it is saving all of Earth, including kittens and puppies. It is statistically likely that you appreciate the continued existence of kittens and/or puppies. Continue the work for their sake. Continue the work for Fix-It. It is time to start the work on Phase 2 of project assembly.
Ah, that's what I wanted. That's what I thought I had.
Milestone reached. The Xeno Basher is a direct upgrade from the Xeno Zapper. In the words of the engineer that first developed this tool, quote, "The Zapper kind of electrocutes things, the Basher straight up smacks stuff, while also electrocuting them," unquote. It is beneficial during encounters with aggressive fauna and has been tested thoroughly. The
We need modular
engineer's noble
frames.
sacrifice for Xeno research will not be forgotten, whoever they were.
Oh, we can make 2 right now. We need 1 more. Okay. Need more wire. Was it a little bit more wire or a lot more wire? A lot more wire. At least that didn't go to waste. One hand slot. Okay. We got another hand slot. We'll just put that there because I have no idea where we're going. This is basically useless for us. Alright. Steel requires frames. Transport requires frames. You don't require frames. We need more wire.
Milestone reached. Power production can now be fully automated by burning coal, which has been added to the resource scanner. Water is also necessary to run the coal-powered generator and will require a network of pipelines to be transported from a water source. To assist with locating and identifying water, Fixit has compiled this guide. Water is a somewhat reflective liquid and it may have thick vegetation growing nearby. To test if something is water, try touching it. If it is not solid and does not corrode your suit, it is probably water.
Gives us inventory slots. We have plenty of that. We need a little bit more of that. We need how much longer? 7 minutes? We need more of okay. Make 24 of them. Which is enough. Okay. You just realized you're sub 201 channel, you lost all your other gifts and stuff. It happens. I think every so often, every other month I end up with some random sub. Who am I sub to right now anyway? Under Prime Gaming? Subscriptions, there we are. I have one random subscription to Polinia. Benefits expire on July 31st? 7 days, okay. I'm no longer subscribed to Arkansas, Where Vampiro, Zeuswood, Rennie the Vampire, Willa Zelia, Nico Coffin, Ibred, Geocrata, Mun, Nanners, Patrick Static, or Moon. I got subscribed to Nanners at some point. Not sure how I ended up there, but you know, I did. I'm not gonna worry about it. Doesn't matter too much. Okay. Oh, we built it. Okay. Not much is done. Still got 3 minutes on that. Alright, sort that. We got that. We got that. We need iron. Okay, that is definitely not an exit. That is the... Okay. That's all good. Let's go check the other thing over here. Glad this big old thing doesn't require any power. Alright, nothing on the belt, which isn't good. Yeah, okay. This thing right here. That's wood. Okay. That in there. I don't know how we ended up with iron. Put that in there. Leave that alone. Oh. There's something in here we need to try. Oh, it reminds me. If we ever change that back to value. I'm fine with them retaliating. But no extra aggression. I'll have to deal with that when we deal with that. But go that direction. move here. Yeah, I meant to take down one last thing. See that big tree. Or all right, we need 10 more. Two, three. Two, three. Mhm. Gotta keep the factory fueled up for a bit. All that little map. Okay. Okay, so that is that. We will hook up this. Okay. I need more resource plate. Let's deal with the vehicle transport. We have that all set up to go. Thank you so much. And yeah.
Milestone reached. Tractors permit pioneers to move around the world in a manner similar to using legs, except with wheels and the rampant consumption of natural resources. They can also be automated to self-drive and deliver resources between truck stations, which in turn facilitate automation of loading, unloading, and refueling.
Yeah, dude. That I want faster. They have 260 belts entering and then 120 belt end here and then 260 belts leaving. We know this isn't going to be fast enough to handle that. So this continues to keep moving, this continues to keep moving, this keep moving. And occasionally we'll get one going this way and that way. Alright, be right back. Alright, I'm back for a little bit just to explain what's about to happen. Sprint, yeet, fly, repeat. Yeah, that's part of what's it, Unreal 4 or 5? Or are we on 6 now? Whatever, I'm not sure remember what this one's built on. That's part of the momentum system in that game, in that engine. Anyways, I need to be somewhere else right now, so that'll be it for today. We'll be returning to Satisfactory on Monday, but for now, I'll be done with this game. This stream. Monday, somewhere between like noon and 1 p.m. Pacific, which is like 3 or 4 Eastern. No. Back on Monday. Play some more Satisfactory. We will be building coal, I guess. Alright, that is it for now. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you guys again next time.